მოგესალმებით. თქვენ უსმენთ რადიო ჯიპას FM 94.3-ზე. ეთერშია წიგნი პოდკასტზე, მე კი მისი წამყვანი ლევან კურცხალია ვარ. დღევანდელი პოდკასტი იქნება ამ სეზონის ბოლო პოდკასტი და ჩვენ ერთმანეთს შევხვდებით უკვე ახალ სეზონზე სექტემბრის მეორე ნახევარში. დიდი მადლობა მინდა გადაუხადო პოდკასტის პარტნიორობისთვის ლურჯ ოკეანეს და მის ხელმძღვანელს თამთა ჯაფარაშვილს. განსაკუთრებული მადლობა მინდა გადაუხადო პოდკასტის ტექნიკური მომზადებისთვის ზურაბ აციას. და ასევე მადლობა მინდა გადაუხადო რადიო ჯიპას ძველ გუნდს, თინა კლდიაშვილს, ანა დავითაშვილს და დათო წაქაძეს. ასევე მადლობას ვუხდი ჯიპას მთელ გუნდს. დღეს პოდკასტის მერვე ეპიზოდში განვიხილავ სამი კოენის წიგნს საუბრები ლეოსთან. ამ წიგნში მოთხრობილი ამბავი ერთდროულად სადაცაა და რთულის, იდეალისტურიც და მტკივნეულად რეალურიც. ეს არის ერთი კაცისა და მისი ცოლის ისტორია, რომლებიც სრულიად მოულოდნელი მძიმე განაჩენის წინაშე აღმოჩნდნენ. ქალს უკურნებელი სენი, კიბოს დიაგნოზი დაუდგინეს და 3 თვის სიცოცხლე მისცეს. სწორედ აქ იწყება საინტერესო ნაწილი, როდესაც წიგნის ავტორი ტრადიციული მკურნალობის გზების გარდა სხვა გზების ძიებასაც იწყებს. კერძოდ ცდილობს იპოვოს ადამიანები, ვინც მას და მის მეუღლეს დაარწმუნებს, რომ ამ მძიმე დიაგნოზის მიუხედავად ბრძოლას აზრი აქვს. მენტორთა და კონსულტანტთა გუნდის დახმარებით, განსაკუთრებით კი ერთ-ერთი მენტორის ლეოს დახმარებით, წიგნის ავტორი თავისი ცოლის კლერის განკურნების რთულ საქმეს იწყებს. ახალშეძენილი ცოდნით შთაგონებული ავტორი თავის სავალ გზაზე უფრო თამამად მიდის, ლეოსთან საუბრების თემას აფართოებს და ცხოვრებისეულ კითხვებზე პასუხების ძიებას იწყებს. წიგნი უმეტესად მოგვითხრობს საკუთარი თავის რწმენაზე, ეგოზე, ჩვენ რაციონალურ თუ ირაციონალურ შიშებზე, ადამიანის რეალური დანიშნულების და ცხოვრებისეული სიმშვიდის პოვნას. პოდკასტის მეორე ნაწილში კი სწორედ ამ ყველაფერზე საუბრს განვაგრძობ ძალიან საინტერესო სტუმართან, ლეო მეთოდოლოგიის ავტორთან და ლეო ინსტიტუტის დამფუძნებელთან, სამი კოენთან ერთად. დაგველოდით. მოგესალმებით, ვაგრძელებთ პოდკასტს და პოდკასტის მეორე ნაწილში ჩვენი სტუმარია წიგნის ავტორი, ლეო ინსტიტუტის თანადამფუძნებელი და ლეო მეთოდოლოგიის თანაავტორი სამი კოენი. მე ინგლისურად განვაგრძობ ჩემს სტუმართან ერთად საუბარს. Hello Sami. Thank you for being my guest. It's a pleasure for me to discuss your book, Conversation with Leo with you. For me, this book is very emotional, considering that the book describes events from your real life. Let's start with the first topic of your book, life without joy. How looks like without joy, and what is the difference between joy and satisfaction?
If you're okay, I would make the distinction between joy and happiness.
Yes. Okay.
And then I have something I really want to share with your audience.
Great.
Because I feel many similarities between my life, my past, and all the young generation I am meeting here in Georgia. But not only in Georgia. In many countries, I see the same trend. So first, the distinction between joy and happiness. Happiness is something that comes from outside. I want to get a degree, I want to make a PhD, I work hard, I am happy. I want to have a good job, I find a good job, I have a good salary, I have a nice house, a nice car, I am happy. Happiness comes from the outside. The things I get, the things I earn, the things I work hard, makes me happy.
Makes me happy, yes.
Okay? It's the things. If we look a little more, it does not necessarily give us joy. It gives us a kind of satisfaction. But this satisfaction does not last long. You get your PhD. You are very happy for 1 day, 2 days, and then you need to go for another PhD. Okay? You got a promotion, you are very happy, 1 week, 2 weeks, and then you want another promotion. It means that this thing from the outside does not nourish our soul.
It's like an addiction, yes?
It is something that reassures my fears. I have the fear that I am not enough, that I don't have enough, that I deserve more, or I don't deserve, all the blah blah that we all have. Me too, don't think. We all have. So each time I have something that put down my worries and my fears, and I can relax, I am happy. Okay. Joy is totally different. I walk in the mountain, even if I am alone, I just walk in the mountain, or I see a sunset, or I hear a beautiful classical music, and I don't have fears, I don't have thoughts, and joy rises. Joy emanates from me, from in out. You see what I wear? From me out. Satisfaction, pleasure, or happiness from out in. But from out in, there is never enough. From in out, there is more than I need. I just need to let it out. What does not let it out are the worries. I walk in the mountain, I am happy, then I think, oh, I have my mortgage to pay. I have to repair my car, and I lose the joy. So the joy we have. So sometimes people ask me, how to get joy? What do I need to do? I need to stop stopping the joy.
You can force it.
Yeah. How do I stop the joy? Is by worrying. I send a text, the person does not answer me back, fear, worry, joy stop. I feel alone, fear, worry, I stop the joy. So when I understood this, it totally changed the work we do in Leo Institute. The goal of Leo Institute can be summarized in 2 sentences. Most people, and maybe the people listening to us, go in life, do their best to succeed in life, but still life is happening to them. Because if I want to make life happen, I need to learn to make life happen. So let me give you some examples. Or maybe I speak about my life, because I am not different with the people listening to us. I was born in Egypt in a French Jewish family. And in 1956, the Egyptian government confiscated all our belongings and expelled us from Egypt. We went to France, all with what we had on ourselves. So financially, it was a very difficult life. As a kid, I would look at a window with toys, and I would not dare tell my parents I would like this, because I don't want them to feel guilty that they cannot give it to me. So you understand that at a very early age, I said, I need to succeed financially. I need to build the safety of the family again and transmit it to my children. So success was very important for me. So I studied hard to succeed. I started doing businesses and so on. And I got married, but my obsession was how to make money.
It was existential fear.
Existential fear. Exactly. Existential fear. Absolutely. So when we prepared the podcast, I was looking for a goal for the audience.
Yes.
And what came to me just when we started is I wanted to share a secret of success. And the secret of success is not what we think it is. And I can prove you why it's not what we think it is. We give many seminars in Georgia, and most of the young generation, they want to start their own business. They want to succeed financially. Among them, how many, what percentage actually succeed? Very small one. But I can say almost all that we meet want to. So it means that the ideas we have about success are not the right ones. If it was the right ones, we would have a majority of success and a minority not succeeding. Okay? It means what most people believe, which is working hard, sometimes taking 2-3 jobs, having a strong ego to succeed, having the desire to succeed, it's not enough. Doesn't work.
It's a wrong way.
Yeah, it's a wrong way. So I want to share with you the secret.
It will be very interesting.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. The things we want to take, even if someone wants to give it to you, they don't give it to you. You go to buy a vacuum cleaner because you need it. The salesman wants absolutely to sell it to you. What happens? You back up.
I don't want to buy it.
Exactly, you don't want to buy it.
Forcing.
Yeah, because he's trying to take it from you. It's like you are going to lose if you give it. So suddenly you don't want to buy anymore. Okay? It is the same with the success. It is the same with the money. It's the same with everything. When you want to take, it does not happen. You let go and you give it a chance. So everything goes the other way around. For the money, it's the same. I see people, they don't care about what job they will do. They just want the money. Doesn't work like that. Money is an energy. If you are passionate about what you do, you have something to give to the market, something to bring to the market, money will be a consequence. It took me a long time to understand. But when I understood, you see, to go back to my history, I decided to become a businessman. And I became a businessman. So I was making a lot of business, but the money was moving like this and moving like that, but never stopping here, never stopping in front of me. It was moving. I was making big business, but not money. Because, in fact, my goal was to be a businessman. And I succeeded to be a businessman. When I understood the mechanic of myself inside. And that's why we do the work we call inside myself. When I understood my mechanic inside, I could change the mechanic.
What I really want.
Yes. And what contribution can I be? And how I can bring something. But I see a lot of people not looking at what they can bring. If you take a guy like Steve Jobs, of course he became very rich. But what he wanted, he wanted to transform the industry. He wanted to create the smartphone and the iPad and
his goal was the change of world.
Yes. The consequence was he made money. But the guys who say, I want to make money, and I don't care about what I do, they don't make money. So really the secret is not to look, the secret is not to want money out of not having money, but to look inside ourselves. What is the quality I have that you don't have? And you look at the quality you have that I don't have. And you put your quality with my quality, and together we bring to the market something unique that the market needs. And if the market needs it, the consequence, we will have money. But if we are ready to do anything just to have money, so I see this in the startup. I just became member of Axel and
Yes.
okay. Do you know the percentage of startups that succeed? Very small,
less.
very little. Most of them don't. I believe, well, I'm not sure, I'm going to check, but I believe that most of the startups that fail, in fact, they do it to succeed. They don't do it because they want to bring something. They don't do it because they have a gift to contribute. They do it because they want to take money. And when you do it because you want to take money, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
I wanted to be praised. I wanted admiration. Okay. All the time I wanted to be praised. All the time I wanted to be admired. Not working. Not getting it. The day I did not care anymore, it started coming. But I didn't care. But this is when it started coming.
Yeah. It was very interesting. Yeah. Easy to understand, but hard to do. Just to let go.
Yes, yeah.
It's very hard to let go when you're
this
working
is a
hard.
good question to ask. Why is it hard to let go?
Because you're working, trying, and it's you think you're losing something.
Yeah. Yes, and also it's because you said it before, it's existential.
Existential, yes.
Okay. So let's dig why it is existential. Okay. And for that, we have to go into the animal part of the human being. You see, in Leo Institute, we believe that human being is made of two elements. One is physical, the body, which is like dogs, cats, lion, animal, okay, and the spirit. And I'm not saying that the dog doesn't have spirit. I don't know. I am not a dog.
I think they have.
They have. Yeah, they have.
Yes.
They have something.
Yes, of course.
So, but I can speak about human beings. We have a spirit, and the spirit animates our animal side. Okay. The animal side, the physical side, has inside built in every cell a survival mechanism. If you take cells you put in a petri dish with toxin, the cells will go further. If you put nutrients, they will go toward the nutrients. It means even a cell without a brain knows what is good for them and what is bad for them, and it goes towards survival, and it goes away from death.
This is biological.
It's everybody, all life organisms have this characteristic, survival. Okay. So once we know that survival is built in, it's interesting to look at fish. When fish are born, they just go. They don't need someone to feed them, to pamper them. They go. They are independent. Human beings are not. If a baby is born and I don't care the baby, it will die.
They need care.
Okay? 1 year, 2 years, even 3 years old, they cannot survive by themselves. So very early, human beings understand that if they lose the care of the caregiver, what will happen?
They will die.
Absolutely. They will be abandoned. Their life is at stake. If they lose the love, they literally die. It's not, it's literal. They die. So we have printed in our body to be loved. All human beings need to be loved. You take the president, you take Elon Musk, you take Bill Gates, you take whoever you want. We all have the same need to be loved. It is survival. Okay? So, very early age, we build a strategy to not lose this love. So, how we build it? Experience. I crack a joke. My parents laugh. What do I do? Another joke.
Okay.
Okay? And slowly, it becomes my strategy to be accepted and loved.
You're having attention.
Positive attention is mistaken with love, but if I lose the positive attention, it is the first step to lose love. That's why losing the positive attention is frightening, because it is the first step to lose love. Okay, I developed the quality of being funny. I actually become funny, and it is my strategy to be accepted. That is my signal that I will not be rejected. Okay?
The rejection is like a physical pain.
Yeah, the rejection is the first step before being not loved and die. Of course, all this is subconscious. You see, we have the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, its role is all the mechanical thing for survival. Breathing, the heart pumping, all this is automatic. It's controlled by the subconscious. I don't use my conscious mind
for this
to breathe. Okay? To survive, it's the same. It is stored in the subconscious that this is good for survival, this is bad for survival. Okay? And this is how we build our ego. Okay? Our ego is what? It's my strategy to be appreciated so that other people cannot do without me. Okay?
Sammy, I want to ask
what
you
was
one
the question? I forgot.
Yes. How looks life without joy? Maybe you answered already. Sammy, I want to ask you another question. You're writing in your book about 2 channels, fear-based channel and beautiful channel. It's like positive and negative thinking. And also you have mentioned that fears can impact on our physical health, and you are connecting your wife's illness to her fears. how we can overcome our fears and use beautiful channel instead of fear-based channel.
Okay, so by default, we are in the fear-based channel for the reason I just explained. Our subconscious is directing our life for us to survive. It means to be appreciated by everyone.
Yes.
By you, by Zeka, by Zura, by everyone. Okay, so I am on this battle, constant battle to be loved, admired, appreciated by everyone. Full survival. There is no moment in which I live. No. So, the channel by default is survival. And what keeps me in the survival is the fear of not being appreciated, loved. The fear. It's a fear. So, by default, we are in a fear-based. Then sometimes we are in a giving state. I can give you an example. Are you married? You have children?
Yes, I have one son.
Do you remember when he was born and you took your son in your hand?
Yes.
Okay. It was wonderful or not?
It was wonderful, and I didn't know what to do also, yeah.
Okay. So when you are with, I don't know what to do, there is fear, and you don't enjoy the moment. And some other moment, you are just with this thing, and joy. And do you know why there is joy?
Why?
Because you cannot expect that thing to acknowledge you or appreciate you. So you have nothing you do. You just are.
You have no experience what to do. Okay, I got it.
You are.
Yeah.
And you don't expect anything from that thing. So you don't expect, he doesn't expect, you are one with the other. And as we are naturally joy, then joy. Then you say, oh, if I let him fall, and you interfere, and you lose the beautiful channel. We are in the beautiful channel as soon as we let go of our fears. So I gave you an example where very often people let go of their fears. The fear expectations are fears. Either your expectation or what they expect from you, it's fears when you let go. The other example that people experience very often, in the mountain, when you walk, there is no phone, no WhatsApp, no.
That's nature.
Yeah. Joy rises. Why? Because in absence of fear, joy rises. There is nothing to do. We are joy. We just need to stop being occupied and preoccupied by all this mess. Okay. From this beautiful channel, we create, because we have the full capacity. We are connected with the universe. We may be alone on the top of the mountain, but we feel connection. On the contrary, when we are in fear, we can be surrounded by many people who love us, and we still feel alone. Okay? So this connection, the feeling alone is when we stop the connection. And it is fear that stops the connection. So the two channel is either I am in fear, I want to make money, I need to make money. How can I make money? I have...
We're in stress.
I cannot make money like that. Or I am not afraid, and I succeed. It's not easy. That's why we do seminars. To be in the other channel, we need to shift. We need to get out of our fears. But first, I explain what happens, and then I say how we get out of the fears. When we are out of the fears, we have an horizon that is much wider. You see, when I wanted to succeed, I was focused and concentrated on success, customer, product, customer, liver, remember, I was like this.
Yes, the same are we doing. Yes.
Okay? When I let go, each time I was making seminars, my horizon was widening. And I was starting to see opportunities that were there that I was not seeing. And the more, so what we do in the seminar is to look inside ourselves where these fears came from. Okay, I gave you my need to succeed, my need to make money. As long as I was trapped in my need to make money, I was not able to make money. When I let go of the fear of not making money, okay, because how I am trapped, I need to make money, it's a fear. It's a fear of not making money. When I was able to identify where it came from, and I was able to accept to not make money, it opened the space to see how to make money. So I really wanted to share this with your audience, because if I knew that, I think I would be financially richer today. But not only financially, also in my life, I would be richer.
Yeah, good quote. Let's talk about beliefs. Most people believe in God. Someone believes in science. I want to talk about your wife, Claire. She strongly believed in doctors and in medical science. They all said she's going to die in 3 months, and she continued to believe them. But you made a crack in Claire's belief. How it's possible to make a crack in someone's belief?
Okay. So, there are some beliefs that we call core beliefs. It can be, life is hard. I am sure you know people who believe life is hard. You look at their life. Their life is actually hard.
Hard, yes.
There are other people who believe they are lucky in life. You look at their life. They are actually lucky. Isn't it interesting?
Yes.
With Claire. Claire was sure she would die in 3 months. You cannot discuss with your mind.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Okay? But my belief was so strong that it was possible to challenge. That I believe so much in the potential of human beings. But so much. She trusted my belief. She did not right away believe it was possible. But she trusted my belief that there might be a solution. It's not, I did not say, you can do it. Because she would have said, no, I cannot do it. But the belief was, we can find a way. We can find a drug. We can find something that will make you do it. Okay? So we started traveling. Everywhere we were told we went. We tried, I don't know, maybe 50 different alternative medicine. Okay? what was important was to be in this process. And this process started opening a crack.
Mm-hmm.
Because you try something, you feel a little better, you feel... otherwise, you are in impossibility like a wall. Okay, but you meet someone. So we were in that, and we are invited in a conference in Anaheim, Los Angeles, Disney World, Los Angeles. It was a conference about laughter. The guy organizing was Norman Cousin. He cured himself from incurable disease watching video of comic videos. Laurel and Hardy, Charlie Chaplin. So he saw the power of laughter, and for him, UCLA opened a department of laughter. So the guy organized a huge conference with people that came from all over the world to speak about the power of laughter. We are in this conference, and between two speakers, there is a man who takes the mic and starts saying, well, 15 years ago, I was given 3 years to live, and I am here. I had this and that. No, okay. Then a woman takes the microphone and she says, well, 5 years ago, I was given 6 months to live. I had this and that. And I am here. One, another one, third one, fourth one, fifth one. I don't know how many. But at some point, I stopped asking myself, is it possible, not possible? Is it possible? Yes.
You are seeing this.
How?
Yes.
I don't know. Shall we succeed? I don't know. Maybe not. Probably not, because she has a serious disease. But possible, it is. They really created a crack in our belief. And the rest, I can talk until tomorrow morning. But this is a crack.
So, you mentioned also about ego.
Yes.
Some philosophers and authors insist that it's impossible to overcome the ego. I discussed this topic in my previous podcast with the Doctor of Philosophy and former President of Georgia, with Georgi Margvelashvili. And he also argues that it's impossible to overcome our ego, because the ego creates our character and personality. So what do you think? Is it really possible to overcome our ego?
So, okay. So first, let's define ego. Ego in Latin means I. It's a self. There is the true self, who we are, and there is the self I want you to perceive I am, which is not who I really am.
But I want to be.
Yeah, there is what I want you to think I am, and this dream of being this superhero. We call it ideal self. Okay. So ego is this set of strategies to be loved. It's the part of the survival system that is visible. When you say this guy has a big ego, it's because he wants so much to be loved and appreciated that it is so obvious, and he wants it so much that we don't want to give it to him. Okay, so ego is this part of the survival mechanism that is, in fact, a manipulation. I want you to believe that I am more than, maybe I have the quality, But it's, you see, for instance, smart. Everybody likes to be with someone smart. But no one likes to be with someone that is trying to prove that he's smarter than you. Ego needs to show you that you are more stupid than me. And then I am surprised you don't like it. How you don't like to be more stupid? I don't understand. Such a nice guy. It's so ego helped us develop our quality. Now that I developed being smart, it's not because I will stop trying to prove to you that I am smart, that will become stupid. Okay, I will stop pushing on your button, on your fears, on your worries. And I will be able to communicate with you from heart to heart. Because when I try to show you that I am smarter than you, I cannot touch your heart. And you cannot touch my heart. Okay? So when we understand that, we have to be you see, ego is not something to fight against.
It also protects you, maybe, yes?
It's something you need to master. Because it helped you survive. But today, it is taking away your job and your joy, and it is spoiling your relationships. And it is stopping you from succeeding. People believe they succeed because of their ego. No. They succeed in spite of their ego. Because ego makes other people not wanting to help you. Okay, so let's see how it works, and you will understand. When my ego says I need to be smart, if I am in a room where everyone is smarter than me, but my ego says you need to be smart, how do I feel? Bad.
Bad, of course. You have fears also.
Yeah. So when my ego says you need to be smart, what my ego means, you need to be the smartest. You need to be the best. You need to be the one that makes no mistakes. This is what ego is telling. So if I make a mistake, I am trying to see if it was not because of you that I made the mistake. Your fault.
You're blaming some others, yeah.
If I can deflect the blame, okay? So it's a pollution for relationships. It becomes a war. It's a zero-sum game. While when I am smart, but I don't need to belittle you, then our intelligence can build on one another. Okay, so if you read Simon Sinek's book, chapter 7, he speaks about methodology. You can buy Palitra, Simon Sinek, The Infinite Game.
We discussed this with Georgi.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Trusting team. How they became a trusting team, it is working on their ego. And they had a huge success. It was the only platform with zero serious accident during the first 12 months. They were 6 months ahead, 10,000 barrels a day. Okay? 10,000 barrels a day, 6 months. They made a lot of money for Shell. But most of all, they enjoyed their life together. They were eager to go back to the platform. So I don't like to say ego is bad because ego is essential for survival. But instead of letting our life run, instead of letting ego run our life, I decide how to run my life. And I use my ego.
So we reached one of the last topic of your book, purpose of our life. You also mentioned it. In your book, you're underlying that we cannot find our life purpose by forcing it to appear, and we also talk about it. What does our true self want, and how we can find our purpose?
Yeah. Okay. First, I want to say that we all have a life purpose. It means you may think we are here by mistake on this planet. Now it's 40 years I am doing this job. And I saw that every human being has something to bring to humanity. Every human being has a reason to be. And our true self inside is pushing us toward that life purpose. And our fears are holding us from going toward that life purpose. So there is this movement toward our life purpose and the fears holding us. How do our fear hold us? Our fear holds us by what we call ego, but I want to describe more, is I want to be appreciated. I want to be loved. I need to show that I am smart, that I am caring. So I am all day long with these fears of being caring, of not making a mistake, of doing the right thing. You see what I mean? So all these things are occupying my
mind.
Yeah, my mind, okay. We call this ego needs, because your true self does not need to be smart. Your true self does not need a Lamborghini. Your ego does, but your true self does not need Prada shoes. I remember last time I said that in a seminar, one of the coach had Prada shoes. He said, "Are you speaking of?" Okay, but our true self does not need. Okay, our ego needs. Okay, so our ego needs are loud. Don't make a mistake. Be careful. Loud.
You are the best.
Yeah, you have to be the best.
Yes, you have to be the best.
Okay.
Yes.
Our true self is a whisper. Levin, you are here to contribute. It's a whisper. You understand, the ego need is connected to it's a survival need. So it is priority. So as long as you don't get rid of some of this big voice shouting, don't make a mistake, prove that you are good, prove that you are smart, prove that you are unique. As long as you don't lower this voice, you cannot hear the whisper of your true self. Okay? But your true self never stops whispering. So, as you challenge your fears and bring rationality and stop the fears. You see, when I was speaking about making a crack in a belief, if I believe I cannot, as long as I believe I cannot have self-confidence. I cannot love myself because I am with this
and confidence is very important, yes.
So the more we let go of these fears. And the way is identifying them. When I see them, they start fading. But I need to go to the core. Usually all these fears have been put in place before age 7. We need to clean ourselves from inside. Because these conclusions were made by a child. So the more we get rid of these fears, the more our life becomes bigger and the more we can create the life we want to create.
Let's summarize our discussion, and please tell us what is the main point of this book and also the Leo methodology.
Okay. So, the book, I wanted to make something short, light, about how Leo methodology happened. So, in the book, there is a number of conversations. And after I stopped meeting Leo, I had other mentors and I met other people. But to make things simple, I call all of them Leo. Okay, so I wanted to share a little bit the evolution because understanding the history helps understand the methodology. The methodology is to bring rational inside ourselves. Our ego is indispensable for survival. We need to learn between an actual danger. A bus is coming toward us. I am on the verge of a cliff. That's actual dangers. And the psychological dangers, because there are not anymore lions in the street of the city. But with our survival mechanism, treat the relationship with my boss as if I am in front of a lion that can eat me. And I lose
still
my
there. Yeah.
Exactly. And I lose my capacity. I lose my capacity because when I am in danger, as an animal, the blood goes out of my brain to go in my limbs. Because if I am physically in danger, I need to be able to fight or to flight. I don't need to think. Okay? So our survival mechanism take away. The brain uses 20-25% of the blood. So unless I have injection of blood, if I am in danger, it depletes the neocortex mainly to send the blood where I need it to fight or flight. But if my boss call me in his office, I need my brain. I don't need my muscles. But this is where I lose my capacity and I become, if the danger is small, I don't lose a lot. But if 2-3 times the relationship with the boss was not so good, I lose a lot. And I'm sure some of you had an exam, you prepared well, but it was so important when you entered the exam, half of you don't remember.
Yes, that you don't remember, yeah.
You go out, everything come back.
Yeah.
So it was there, but the blood was somewhere else. So you didn't have access. You have a meeting, business meeting or a sentimental meeting, and after the meeting you think, I should have said this, I should have done that.
Yes.
Yeah, same. The potential was here, but the blood was not flowing in the potential. It was in the limbs.
Mhm.
If we developed this, you see, Claire, after a few years, preferred her life after cancer than before. Okay. She would say, my dear cancer, really, she made an opportunity to better her life. And I am very grateful to Claire, to the cancer, to Leo, because they helped me have a better life. It helped me make an opportunity. Without cancer, we would have had a regular life, working, going to in vacation 1 month a year, going back, taking care of the dog, of the kids. It was nice. I'm not complaining. But it was not the richness of the experience we had. And it is available to anyone. You don't need to create a cancer. But don't wait. Don't wait to have something serious to reconsider all your life.
Sammy, thank you. Thank you for great discussion. And thank you for being my guest.
And thank you for inviting me. I'm really happy to be there. I am happy to share what Leo helped me learn. And I hope it helps someone else. Really, that's my goal.
Thank you, Sam. ჩვენ კი ამით დავასრულეთ პოდკასტი. არ დაგავიწყდეთ ჩვენი YouTube არხის გამოწერა, გამოყვებით Facebook-ზე, Instagram-ზე, TikTok-ზე და ახლა უკვე Spotify-ზეც. ნახვამდის.